On this week's episode of Bayou Wild TV.
What do you want to catch today?
Anything.
Yeah.
Jordan wanted to catch Mahi, so we ran out yesterday and found some Mahi right away. They were all small, unfortunately. Then he wanted to catch a shark, so we found a shrimp boat, caught a shark, caught some bonita and a couple of jackfish, and then we went to the Martha Swordfish spot, and we gave it 2 hours, and we got bit in the last 5 minutes, like it usually works.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Global Outdoors. Find your next adventure and share your experiences with others by downloading the Global Outdoors mobile app or visiting globaloutdoors.com. Every day, we strive to preserve traditions that have spanned generations.
Around every turn of the bayou, Mother Nature reveals unique people, places, and experiences.
And the bounty of animals and fish. Well, in Louisiana, we just call that lagniappe. I'm Don Dubuque.
I'm Chris LeCoq.
I'm Captain Martha Spencer. Join us as we document the adventure,
Sportsmanship,
and heritage that make us Bayou Wild.
It's never easy hearing the diagnosis of cancer, but it seems especially unfair when talking about children. Thanks to the efforts of the nonprofit Hunt of a Lifetime, children dealt the card of a life-threatening illness are given the chance to scratch off a bucket list hunting or fishing adventure.
Some of our favorite episodes, and I hope yours too, has been with the Hunt of a Lifetime organization.
Anything we're hunting for, I'll shoot, and we'll try to get it. If we don't get it, we'll try again. You're talking about a deer.
One shot, one kill, boom.
I just shot a big old axis buck.
That sounds great.
Hi, my name is Tanner Kellum. I'm a cancer survivor. I'm from River Falls, Wisconsin, and this is my Hunt of a Lifetime trip with Stillwater Fishing Charters.
There it is.
There he is, there he is!
It's real. Just reel. Just start reeling. Real. Keep reeling.
We got this, baby.
Come on.
Where we take terminally ill youngsters on a dream trip of their lifetime. And this week, we take you on one of those.
Thanks to the generosity of Casey Cox and his family and Hunt of a Lifetime, 14-year-old Jordan Edward from Indiana was taken on a 3-day fishing adventure in Venice, Louisiana.
What do you want to catch today? Anything.
Yeah.
In Louisiana, we live to cook, and we know a little Louisiana flavor brings any meal to life. Whether it's Friday's fish fry or Tuesday's crispy chicken, with Louisiana fish fry, you can turn any meal into a bona fide family favorite. Let's all Louisiana.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today. Louisiana Wildfowl Festival is October 22nd and 23rd at the Castine Center at Pelican Park in Mandeville. Over 2,000 hand-carved and collector decoys and other stunning wildlife by world champion carvers. Compare your favorites with judges who award over $45,000 in prize money. Buy outstanding wildlife and wildfowl art at Sunday's auction. Live decoy carving and painting at the Louisiana Wildfowl Festival, October 22nd and 23rd at the Castine Center in Mandeville's Pelican Park. Visit lwccg.com.
Delta Marina is Plaquemines Parish fishing one-stop. Get live bait, fuel, ice, tackle, and marine supplies. Then launch into the world's most productive saltwater fishing. Return to the fishing cleaning station, relax in first-class cabins overlooking the bayou, all in Delta Marina's safety video-monitored parking lot. Need a fishing charter guide? Delta Marina can hook you up. Cook your catch in your kitchenette or dine in the upstairs restaurant. Visit Delta Marina for a day or a week. Stop in just off Highway 11 down Rosemarie Drive in Empire. Visit thedeltamarina.com.
In Louisiana, we live to cook, and we know a little Louisiana flavor brings any meal to life. Whether it's Friday's fish fry or Tuesday's crispy chicken, with Louisiana fish fry, you can turn any meal into a bona fide family favorite. Let's all Louisiana.
Continuing this week's show,
What do you want to catch today?
Anything.
Anything?
Yeah.
What do you think is the coolest fish in the Gulf?
Mahi.
We found Hunt of a Lifetime, and he was diagnosed with cancer 3 years ago. So they do wishes for kids with serious illnesses, and we applied for it, and he wanted to go fishing instead of hunting because he loves all things fishing, and we're here. They chose here because we wanted to search for Mahi.
What's the coolest thing about Venice so far? What do you like about it?
Fishing.
Jordan's battling brain cancer, which makes physical activities challenging for him.
So we're going out for day 2 today. What are you hoping for today?
Anything.
Yeah.
As long as he's happy and not sick. Anything.
Crank it until the rod loads up. When it loads up, this lever right here is your power. If you push it all the way forward, that's full power, and if you push it a little bit forward, then that's the control. This lever you won't mess with. How long do you think it's going to take to get bit?
He is on the oral chemo, and it is working great. It shrunk his tumor 75%, and he's doing good now.
We'd love to hear it.
He has to take chemotherapy every day, but he gets to be normal now for the most part.
Jordan, what do you think of that thing?
I like it.
You gotta watch the tip. It's a nice one.
Red
Jordan's
stemma.
first red. fish while you were reeling it in.
Least expected. That's a good one, really. You got one. Good dog down.
You think it's a bigger fish? Double! 2 for 1 special.
There you go.
Telling you captain's up there, but he's hoping to see a shark against the fish.
I'll take that one. That way, if we lose the swordfish, Jordan wanted to catch mahi, so we ran out yesterday and found some mahi right away. They were all small, unfortunately. And then he wanted to catch a shark, so we found a shrimp boat and caught a shark. Caught some bonita and a couple of jackfish, and he got tired, so we had to come in a little bit early yesterday. But he wanted something bigger, so today we decided to go chase the swordfish. But we made a couple stops first to try to catch a grouper, but the red snapper just wouldn't leave us alone.
That one might be the biggest one yet. Yep. You got the snapper honey hole, that's for sure.
Turning my way. So I see the red. There you go, now smile.
And then we went to the Martha swordfish spot, and we gave it 2 hours, and we got bit in the last 5 minutes, like it usually works. What you want to do, Jordan, is if it starts to go slack, push that lever forward. But if it's bending over hard, you can kind of back the lever off. Just like if you were reeling. If you were reeling and it goes slack, you'd reel faster. And if the fish is pulling hard, you can pull the lever back. Jigged it up and got him to bite. He was up high.
How much time?
1,000 feet.
But what would have been going on up until this?
Total dead. Not a nibble for the last 2 hours.
What do you think about this?
I think it's awesome.
Let's see what happens.
What do you think, Bob?
It's pretty big.
Hey, the only time I've been on the boat with swordfish scout was the little one.
That's a big one?
It's bigger than biggest one I've been around, but it's only the second one down.
Very good.
One of the reasons why Double D has been around for 50 years is because we are consistent with what built the business. And we go to great lengths to make sure that when you bring a deer or a hog or whatever it may be, your meat stays your meat all the way through the process. but we want to be as true to the original intent, which is a local meat company. And that's something that we want to maintain for as long as the Lord lets us do it.
We love our children. We protect them. We guide them. We prepare them for life in the world. With all that we do, from deep in our hearts, we cannot control all things. Life-threatening illnesses and disabilities affect far too many of our children each year. While we cannot change the circumstance, we can make dreams come true. Dreams to provide hope, to provide spiritual healing and strength, to provide moments of happiness and relief in the hardest of times. We can give a glimmer of light and hope in a time of darkness and despair. Join huntofalifetime.org to help make dreams come true, to provide hope for children with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Hunt of a Lifetime is a nonprofit organization fulfilling dreams for hunting and fishing trips to youth 21 and under with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Visit huntofalifetime.org to learn how you can make a difference.
Louisiana Wildfowl Festival is October 22nd and 23rd at the Casting Center at Pelican Park in Mandeville. Over 2,000 hand-carved and collector decoys and other stunning wildlife by world champion carvers. Compare your favorites with judges who award over $45,000 in prize money. Buy outstanding wildlife and wildfowl art at Sunday's auction. Live decoy carving and painting at the Louisiana Wildfowl Festival, October 22nd and 23rd at the Castine Center in Mandeville's Pelican Park. Visit lwccg.com.
Welcome back. We're here at White Oak Plantation with Chef John Folse. We caught a lot of fish this year, and I know you are the best man to come to when it comes to cooking fish.
Well, I tell you what, I love nothing more than to watch you on the front of the boat doing that all day long, thinking, how in the heck that little girl doesn't go flying over the side.
I have a low center of gravity. So what are we making today?
Well, we're doing a great Mahi. Now, that's one of your favorite fish,
it's
right?
It's fun. Yeah, they dance on the water for you.
Oh, my God, man, what a great fish, too.
Yeah.
Now, the dish I'm doing today is a historic dish in Baton Rouge. One of the first residents in the city of Baton Rouge was a Prince Achilles Murat, who had come from France, got a land grant right on Nicholson Drive, where the old Prince Murat Hotel was, right outside of downtown Baton Rouge. And he kept all of his recipes. He loved the fish of the Mississippi, of course, because that was at his front door. And he had gardeners that he had brought in from France to bring all of the dishes in. And he recorded this particular dish as his favorite, this beautiful fish, Prince Murat, that we're going to cook today. So I resurrected this recipe from the 1700s.
And this is also a recipe that if you can't get mahi-mahi, you can cook with speckled trout or redfish or anything else.
You know, I think that's the general rule, period.
Yeah.
People get too hooked up on what do they have in the cooler or what do they have in the freezer. You know what?
All right.
Use it. So I have my cast iron pot here. Now you have the mahi-mahi, and I'm gonna just let you season that a little bit with the salt, pepper, and I have a little granulated garlic here, which I like a lot. I'm gonna let you just kind of season that that nicely, and we always want to put that good little bit of that's perfect, and nicely, and rub that pepper in with your hands there. I'm gonna start the sauce, and the sauce is gonna be the good thing about Prince Murat. He had gardeners, so we see bell peppers of different colors, a lot of garlic, we see onions, we see mushrooms, we see all these beautiful leeks. You see this nice leek you were asking about. about that a minute ago. That's in his recipe as well. Carrots and of course artichokes. He loved that.
Yum.
So I'm going to go ahead and put this in this skillet over here. It might be a little easier for everybody right here just to drop it in there, because I'm going to saute all of those vegetables quickly. And look at our array of vegetables here just to go on a beautiful piece of fish.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know what fish he'd be. What fish in the Mississippi River would he be cooking at that time, you know? If you think about it. I mean, the big channel
catfish,
obviously. Yep. Some of those, maybe garfish might have slipped in there as well. So I'm going to just saute that around for a second. I'm going to let you put that over there. Now, I have your oil smoking, and you want it smoking to put that nice crust. So why don't we go ahead and put that right in here. You've seasoned it nicely. And you see I'm putting it in that nice hot skillet, right?
You want it to sizzle.
You want it to sizzle. And a lot of times people say, well, my fish breaks apart in the skillet. Why is that? Well, you got to let the oil dance around the fish or the meat and let it just crisp and cook on that side before you try to flip it over.
I think people, they get carried away with one side cooking too much, and then they end up flipping it too many times, and it falls apart.
And it just falls apart on them. So why don't you give me that little bit stock over there? I have just a little bit, just pour about a half a cup in there for me. That's good. I'm going to just wet all of these carrots and mushrooms and all of that. And then right next to it, you see that cream, that heavy whipping cream over there?
This one.
Oh yeah, he had cattle. Put about a half a cup of that in there. Oh, that's perfect right there. And I'm going to just cook all of this around to tenderize those vegetables. And again, this is typical of the 1700s because we don't eat that many vegetables today on one.
That is one thing we lack.
Yeah. We just kind of get a few carrots or little white beans or red beans on the plate. They had an array of all of these different vegetables. So, what do you think about your fish?
I think it's almost ready to flip.
Yeah, I think it is. Why don't you go ahead and grab it, and you could either do it like a fish spat or just turn it over. Look at that.
Perfect.
Now, we didn't even put flour on the outside of that fish, right?
Don't need it.
You don't need it. Just got that nice crispness there. Now, you want to keep the inside of it nice and moist, but at the end of the day, the sauce is going to go on the bottom of the plate. We're going to season this. Why don't you give me a little salt, pepper? I'll dust it in there like that. And give me that Creole mustard, see right here? And I can put that in there as well. And you give me the lemon juice. So you see the fish is the main act. Yeah, just put a little bit of lemon juice in there. That's perfect. That's the main act, but at the end of the day, the sauce is going to bring the fish to fruition. Look at that right there, how beautiful that is.
Yeah, and this is a common fish in Louisiana in the summertime people catch, but if you don't have mahi, you can sub it with anything.
And I mentioned also we didn't dip it in a lot of milk, we didn't dip it in flour.
Need much.
You don't need any of that. Look how beautiful. And of course, I would put it right, I'd put like 6 pieces all around that sauce and let people come and just serve a spoon of it. Beautiful.
Looks delicious. We're gonna dig into some summertime mahi that Prince Murat would approve.
Yeah, that'll be on my menu at Revolution before too long. I promise you that, huh?
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
watching Bayou Wild TV, award-winning outdoor programming. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or visit the website BayouWildTV.com to watch past episodes.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
Keep the ice in them. Nah, it's like 70, I think.
What's your guess, Jordan?
85.
Ooh, 85, okay. Let's see.
These hunt of a lifetime trips, for whatever reason, maybe a little bit of divine intervention, have always been successful. We haven't had a loser yet, and they're very, very rewarding. Not just for the family and the individual who gets to make that dream come true, but also for those of us who help make it come true.
Making memories is what fishing is all about. But for Jordan and his family, trips like these are just a little more special.
There's a lot of kids out there that don't get to see what Jordan got to see the last couple of days, and I consider myself very fortunate to have grown up doing it, and I wish more people got to experience what especially Venice has to offer, but you know, a lot of places like this around the world.
It was awesome. It was great. And we got to catch a shark, which was really awesome. So it was awesome.
Savoring the moment and knocking off bucket list species in the Gulf of Mexico make Jordan what we consider Bayou Wild.